Title: The Painter and the Canvas by Wisdom Chronicles. In the heart of Renaissance Florence, where the Arno River whispered tales of art and ambition, lived a young apprentice painter named Lorenzo. His world was a canvas of vibrant colors, cobblestone streets bustling with merchants, the majestic Duomo touching the sky, an artist transforming mere ideas into breathtaking realities. Lorenzo, with dreams as vast as the Tuscan hills, often pondered the worth of his own art in a city overflowing with genius. One evening, under the soft glow of twilight that turned the city into a living masterpiece, Lorenzo asked his mentor, Maestro Giovanni, a question that weighed heavily on his heart. "Maestro, in a city filled with such extraordinary talent, how can I know the true value of my art?" Maestro Giovanni, with eyes that had seen the rise and fall of many artists, handed Lorenzo a blank canvas. "Lorenzo, take this canvas and paint something. Then present it to 3 different people. Say nothing about your art, let their reactions guide you." Embracing the challenge, Lorenzo painted a scene of the Arno River, capturing its fluid grace and the reflection of Florence's spirit. The next day, with the painting under his arm, he first visited the bustling Mercato Centrale. A baker, busy arranging loaves of bread, glanced at the painting. "Ah, a pretty picture," he remarked casually. "I'll give you a loaf of bread for it." Confused but undeterred, Lorenzo thanked the baker and left, his heart sinking slightly. His next stop was at a local tavern where scholars and poets often gathered. A young poet, her eyes alight with stories untold, noticed the painting. "This captures the essence of Florence," she exclaimed. "I can offer you my latest collection of poems for it." Lorenzo felt a glimmer of hope, seeing his art appreciated for more than just bread. Finally, Lorenzo took his painting to the Medici Palace, where the elite of Florence reveled in luxury and art. A nobleman, adorned in fine clothes, stopped in his tracks upon seeing the painting. "This is not just art. This is a piece of Florence itself," he whispered, awestruck. "I offer you patronage. Come paint for the Medici and let your talent flourish." Overwhelmed, Lorenzo hurried back to Maestro Giovanni. "Maestro, the baker offered me bread, the poet her poems, and the nobleman a life of patronage for my painting," he recounted with wide, disbelieving eyes. Maestro Giovanni smiled, his eyes reflecting the wisdom of the ages. "Lorenzo, now you see. The value of your art, much like life, changes with perspective. To the baker, it was a mere decoration. To the poet, an inspiration. And to the nobleman, a treasure of immeasurable worth. Your art, like your life, holds different values to different people. It is for you to decide its true worth." Lorenzo's heart swelled with understanding. He realized that his art's value wasn't determined by others' perceptions, but by his own belief in it. Whether on the cobblestone streets or in opulent halls, his art held a piece of his soul, priceless and unique. From that day, Lorenzo painted not for bread nor for praise, but for the love of art. His paintings, infused with his newfound understanding, began to speak to the hearts of all who saw them, transcending the boundaries of status and wealth. In the end, Lorenzo became more than just a painter. He became a symbol of the belief in one's own worth, teaching generations that the true value of life, like art, lies in how deeply it's cherished by its creator. In the bustling piazzas and along the flowing Arno, his story became a whispered legend, reminding all who walked the streets of Florence that the value of one's life, like a canvas, is a masterpiece of one's own making.